Selamat pagi! After being able to catch their breaths yesterday at Uluwatu and to enjoy the barong and kecak dance, today the delegates will have to get their heads back in the game. The debate continues to preliminary round 5 and 6, just a few more steps before the breaking night. Although it might not be the sunniest day, it's not gonna rain on their parade.
Corporations often forcefully silence stories of abuse, but strikes carried out in the thousands are prominent and will more likely be reported on by the media. Western retailers subcontract their factories, hampering government inspections.
And thirdly, why trade unions do not achieve their goals. We think we get that too. But thirdly,
Information.
no thank you. 90% of boards believe that all workers will have to take the same thing, more or less. Firstly,
Information.
The principle of the right to free associations.
Why will you not ban them in their entirety?
Okay, the problem with this point is Team Singapore fails to understand workers are all different. It is also true that some workers in that union have the same interest.
When the eyes of workers are so powerful in individual bargaining, they have to stand for letting all of those important rights go. Generally, unions record good things like rights for workers. In theory, we think most workers, no matter men, will want to join a union.
So organisations, they never answer to us why it's necessary for a textile worker in Andhra Pradesh to contribute to the Indian Communist Party under this motion. What's the difference between being a union member and having good work ethic and caring about your corporate interests and therefore being deserving of the house? So necessarily, if you want a two-thirds majority to pass a policy, if you want every single person to go out to strike with you, you need to win over their hearts and minds.
Because of the way we categorize them, because also it requires legislation from people's rights, and it doesn't do things like force minorities to work against their efforts. Let's tell you why actually minorities massively suffer under their side of the text.
That is why currently only 17%, ladies and gentlemen, of the Tassonilo National Park is still in place because
What does the behaviour look like? Three things. First, on a simple level, they can pass legislation to protect
states do not have an incentive to make profit. But at the end, you said that states will have an incentive to generate money from tourism. Isn't that contradictory?
Or a bit less in old cages to accommodate the growing number of wounded animals. Look at the money from donators in menu preservation, right? In which they demand some sort of stories or progress.
First of all, I can't remember an instance where whole swathes of environmental legislation were removed, and that was the basis upon which someone got that quota that the government had implemented. No argumentation as to whether private cross-border cooperation was before. Go ahead.
The problem is not passing legislation, but maintaining it. And we see that private rangers and security guards have been much more effective than security guards from the states. What do you say to that?
That the benefits or that the harms will be the same for both states. And that's why cooperation and diplomacy cannot occur under their side of them. For instance, private companies often hire their own security guards who actually escape these legislation. They don't actually implement these things in their companies. And this means that the government cannot coerce society, but society can implement this on their own with a genuine incentive.
Why then do they not have it more of an incentive to be short-term rather than a 5-year government?
Okay, I've told you why, right? Because they are actually in these seats for a long time. And my second speaker also brought up
Nations like Trump, nations like the United States, they have leaders like Trump, and therefore they're unlikely to bow to this form of democratic pressure. These private institutions, even if they wanted to, could never act it.
Is that this debate is about A, the fact that some organisations are more willing than others to use
All kinds of conservation and preservation efforts will stop. Because that's what they want this debate to be about, right? When we take one actor away, which one will it be the most harmful?
We think at this point it's too early to tell whether or not we will break, but obviously we have given all of our best efforts in order to make Indonesia break into the top 24. So we really hope that we can do it, and we believe that we have 2 more rounds remaining and we will do our best there in order for us to ensure victory. Thank you.
Membership is compulsory in the world of proposition. That's when they are more likely to take into account the well-being of their workers.
Now firstly, when team proposition comes in and tells us this example of like individuals being hurt or dying in factories, then this is an example brought from the developing world. So as the corporate improvement group, they haven't joined labor unions. They have the availability to join it.
On one hand, they tell us
that unions are inherently bad. But on another, they tell us that optional union membership will also exist in your world. Firstly, let me address some of the criticism coming from them. People perceive you as a violent group of individuals that cannot be rational. It's easier for companies.
This is what we are against. This has been our clear stance, and they have been unable to engage with that stance in their second speech. To die out, not being able to not being able to provide jobs, not being able to provide tax money for the state, because the state is not going to be able to uphold these people who have lost their jobs, and not being able to uphold their safety.
During that time, wages stagnated, working conditions worsened, and millions of employees that form the backbone of our economy were trapped in a system of capitalist dictatorship. Well, with one big union where all of your members are in that particular union, why is it less likely for them to have discussions on that platform? Why is it less likely for them to reach a compromise on what they want to fight for compared to a world with optional union membership where individuals not only cannot express their grievances within that union, but also have to actively combat non-union members?
That under their model, that same plumber will have to take on that same collective bargaining agreement from that same union. And for example, if I don't like the kind of wages I'm getting, I would maybe like to receive less money because it's not, and like less working hours because it's not as important to me. That can't be done because the same agreement is pushed upon everyone, right?
I think it's very intellectually challenging to debate different kinds of motions and debate against teams from all over the world, and this is a unique experience that can only be found in Wsdc.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I get to meet a lot of people. Yeah, that's just the best part about it. You get to meet so many people from countries that otherwise you wouldn't have met. And yeah, debating against them is fun as well. You wouldn't find the experience anywhere else.
I think all the teams we have gone up against are equally good, and it was really, really challenging to debate against them, and it was also really, really fun to debate against teams from everywhere. And I really don't think we can pick the strongest team because all of them were exceptional.
Yeah, I agree. All the teams that we went through were very close debates, very tough debates, and it was really fun to debate against them. So yeah, I agree. There's no really strongest rival because everyone is equally as good.
Have other priorities and pressing issues and prioritization to actually allocate money to these causes.
So then we also, when it comes to that, we don't think this debate exclusively takes place in the developed world because we think species being threatened is something of a global problem. So for instance, in the Nordic countries where we come from, first on our side about how governments are in a better position to influence society in a meaningful way. And at the end of the sermon, we'll include that one quote that I will include that governments are better able to curb harmful behavior for its species. So first of all, let's talk a bit about how species are harmed, since they haven't told us enough.
Secondly, they tell us that foreign aid is used in terms of animal protection. Ladies and gentlemen, when Brazil has an unemployment rate of 72%, foreign aid doesn't go to the animals that live in the Amazonian rainforest. It goes to people starving on the streets, the people living in the slums that surround Rio. What we think happens is this is a massive mischaracterization of foreign aid. I encourage them to give me an example where enough foreign aid has been given and specifically allocated to animal conservation. We think this is systematically not true. They don't give us any analysis. So you can see that the population doesn't care enough about these animals. So we think that if the population doesn't care enough about these animals, then the government's not going to make policies that benefit these ecosystems because they ultimately are accountable to their people. You just undermine yourself and don't feel alive.
World, the states in them, where they're saying that they won't get funds, that they don't have the resources, the natural resources, something not responded to at all by proposition, which we need to hear, because their only actual analysis on why charity or why NGOs are more efficient is because they somehow have a more steady income. So we see that private entities, they have two problems.
Firstly, in order for you to get laws in the first place, you need consumer awareness. Rich corporations care about the PR, which means Goldman Sachs also spends a lot of money to protect endangered animals. I don't understand why states will have any incentive. The only thing they say to that is to say, oh, we have foreign aid.
I should mention time and time again is first of all that governments also have an interest in conserving animals, but also they have a much wider range of inputs. No, thank you. So specialization counts for something, but we think first of all governments that do generally have experts on conservation within the government. So if everyone say that WWF pays for all the different animals, and we pointed out that pandas are no longer endangered. A lot of the animals that WWF is supporting are not the most important ones to save for ecosystems as a whole.
The last round was very tough for us. It was a very challenging debate because we faced a very good and experienced team in Team Wales. And unfortunately, we didn't win the round, but I thought we had a fun and engaging debate. And I have no qualms with losing to such a good team as Wales. So I thought I shouldn't give anyone credit for not being a challenge to us. I thought Wales now is probably the toughest debate we've had so far, but we've also, I thought we faced very fierce competition from Ireland, who beat us to a 2-1 split in the first debate. But I'd say all the debates we've had so far, none of them have been easy at all for us, but they've all been very engaging and fun. Well, prepared motions, the actual debating is fun, but the preparing is tedious, and I think this is the most challenging one. You have to know a lot about NATO and a lot about this specific policy, which is called the EFP. So we're on our way and we're almost done, but we just need to fill in a few blanks, and then hopefully we'll be on track to a good debate.